that if you have not used your account for at least 36 months, we may take steps to close it. In that case, we will contact you via the email address registered to your account and give you 6 months to either log into your account or contact us and tell us to keep your account open. What the hell is that?
What the hell is even that?
So I'm a little glad that I didn't just jump on and do a reaction to PlayStation with their announcement of no longer continuing physical discs for PlayStation consoles as of 2028. And the reason for that is there's been a couple other things that have came out since then, and it's just kind of adding fuel to the fire. But before we touch on those things, I am going to give my own thoughts as to what I feel the whole thing of PlayStation discontinuing discs as of 2028. So the first thing I will say is that I seen it coming. For those that have followed me, we've discussed this, rather it be in videos or in streams. This isn't something that kind of took me by surprise. It was just a matter of when was somebody, rather it was Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft, I felt one of them was going to do this and pull the trigger on it. So that part didn't really surprise me. The thing that I found surprising was actually the accountability on the gamers side and them not wanting to take accountability and just wag the finger at Sony like, oh, how dare you take away our physical media, blah, blah, blah. And at the same time, it's, well, I mean, you meaning the gamers, maybe not you directly, because I know there's a lot of people that tried to buy physical media, but you, as in the whole scope of gamers, you condone this by all of the digital purchases, and they're seeing that there's more of a trend towards digital purchases than physical. So them as a business, they made a business decision. So at the end of the day, we kind of have nobody to blame but ourselves. And that was why you had people like myself and other old men shaking their canes at the camera saying, you guys gotta back physical media because you know it's not gonna be good. And well, here we are. But the other side of it is that really doesn't affect me personally too much. I think this affects the newer generations of gamers more than old men like myself, because most of the stuff that I'm trying to acquire, it's already out there, and it's just a matter of how and when can I get it. So that kind of, it does bother me a bit just to know, like even with my son, that if other companies adopt this, because it's only Sony for right now, but say Nintendo and Microsoft go full digital, it's going to suck knowing that there's going to be a generation that no longer has like birthday gifts or say Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate that has gifts, and you won't be able to give a physical gift like a game. You can just go, well, I bought you this game, and then here it is, you know. It's just, I know, call me an old man, but I like those things. It's like just knowing that someone is physically giving you something like a gift. It's not just, hey, here's a code and go play. I'm not sure if anybody's going to backtrack on this. This was something that was discussed, but I look at this as Nintendo and Microsoft are going to sit back, see how the dust settles with this, and if Sony comes out on top of this and it's a success and their margins are much larger, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft and Nintendo try to adopt a similar formula. So everybody recently is all butthurt about Sony coming out saying that they're going to be deleting some media off of people's profiles because you don't technically own it, that it's a license. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened, because if we remember correctly, it was maybe a year or two ago that we had a similar thing happen with all of the Discovery stuff. So anything that you bought that was of the Discovery umbrella is no longer on PlayStation. And that, for myself, that was the first time I seen something like that. So I was trying to bring it to people's attention like, hey, they're showing you their hand here, guys, that you try to go in all in on digital, they can flip the switch whenever they want, and you just gave them your money and you own nothing. And that's why physical media is important. I'm not saying you got to be a hoarder, but just get the things that you really, really want. So PlayStation did come out later and say that there would be a way for you to get physical discs of games that were already out prior to the 2028 date, but it just said that the ordering process would change, but didn't elaborate as to how it would change. And then the biggest thing, this right here is what really grinds my gears, and I think it'll grind a lot of people's gears if they didn't know this, because I didn't. And it was something that was updated in the terms of use, which nobody freaking reads. Granted, that falls back on us for not being lawyers and looking over all this stuff, but it says on here that if you have not used your account for at least 36 months, we may take steps to close it. In that case, we will contact you via the email address registered to your account and give you 6 months to either log into your account or contact us and tell us to keep your account open. What the hell is that?
What the hell is even that?
I mean, that is just, to me, that's lunacy, because there are some people that maybe come on dire straits and they just don't have the means to, play games or whatever, or maybe they don't have the money to have a PlayStation Network account. Now, I will say this. It doesn't elaborate as far as saying you have to log into your online account, or if it's just logging just onto your PlayStation and just being connected to the internet, and maybe you don't have per se the PS Network, but it'll at least say that you've logged on. I'm hoping that that's what that is, because if it's that you have to have the PlayStation Network subscription, I think that is absolute trash, that you would delete somebody's account just because they don't have your stupid ass PS Network for a few years, because maybe they're not playing online all the time and they don't need to. So you think that it would be okay to just delete their entire account is just, to me, insanity.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
But again, I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm just hoping it's just, hey, turn on your console every now and again and it lets you log into your account, and then that will count. I'm hoping that that's all it is. And if anything, this right here just feeds more fuel to the fire around just doing everything digital. I don't like it. I will say it till the cows come home. I hate just this whole going all digital BS. I don't like it. And I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on this, but I will just end with, I am just going to try my best to keep pushing for physical, just getting what I want. And you can't have everything, but try to just get what you can. I'll try to get what I can. And hopefully we see maybe that over time they'll realize this is a bad move and then we go back to physical discs. I don't know. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on all of this. And I will see you all in the next video.